Welcome to a TRE session, here again in the quadruped position in the beautiful outdoors. And getting right into it, I'm seeing some spasms, some tremors of the low back and psoas. And just holding this stable position through the arms, upper back, core, a little pelvic floor to hold this. So this position is quite healthy for us to be in. And it's healthy also to tremor in this position and practice allowing a sort of surrender to normal holding patterns in a position where we have to maintain some tension, good tension, integrity, because it's training us, or we're training the ability to hold some good tension while also allowing releases to happen, allowing spontaneous movement in these stable positions, because that's how life is. When we do the regular standard lying on the back TRE position, we're not having to hold too much structure other than holding our knees up, which is perfectly fine and very effective and should be the main part of our TRE practice, in my opinion. Certainly is for me. And there's a benefit in doing these practices or these movement positions where we're holding a structure. So here, having some side to side movements. Yeah. And I'm holding my head up here. Later on in the video, like now, I'm letting my head go down and look at the ground, and it's just a different position. It's worth spending time in both of them. Some rapid cat-cow type movements here. And if you have any issues with your lower back, or a pelvic tilt, an anterior pelvic tilt, a posterior pelvic tilt, this is an interesting position to help maybe resolve some tension there through the contraction and relaxation reps that we're doing over and over. For example, in my own case, I have an anterior pelvic tilt, and it wasn't improving with the lying on the back position, even though many parts of my body were. And so I decided to mainly do this position to experiment and see, okay, if in this position my lower back is working against gravity and getting to tremor, which it doesn't much anymore in the lying on the back position, then maybe my anterior pelvic tilt can be improved. So I'm doing an experiment where I'm primarily tremoring in this position, and I will continue to do so, I think, for weeks at least. So here you see I'm just feeling called to occupy a different position, and now going back again. This time the angle between my torso and my legs, you can see, is greater than 90 degrees. And you can see the wrists are turned out. These are minor changes for comfort and also for variety. And not many tremors happening here. And probably because of that, there's a decision to move into a different position. And I'm really tuned into the body. And seeing, are there tremors available in these different positions I don't normally do? And apparently right now there's not. But it feels good in the body. And when we have an established TRE practice and we practice every day or almost every day, we can start exploring of just what it feels like to go into different positions even if I'm not tremoring. This is engaging the pelvic floor, the Achilles heel tendon, and then some tremors come. Which is an added bonus. And these are very interesting inner thigh tremors from a different angle than we're used to in TRE. And plenty of yawns coming. So this is actually the first time I've ever done this position. And I like the pelvic floor engagement. I'm curious about the pelvic floor and pelvic floor health. I see it as an integral part of the core muscles, and the core muscles, primarily involving the psoas, are inextricably linked to a psychological sense of well-being. And I think that's been understudied in a lot of movement fields, medical fields, fields of human well-being. The psoas, the pelvic floor. And some rapid tremoring of the, I think, diaphragm and rib cage here with some yawns. So this is a nice position that I'm experiencing some good tremoring in. But you can see it took a while for the tremors to occur here. And that can happen in positions where we're having to put a little effort in to hold it. We learn how to hold stability and allow involuntary movement. And that's it for today. Wishing you all really well in your practice, and I'll see you next time. Bye.